TheShow.global with David Newsum and Dion Mavath.
Hello and welcome to the show, episode 20, with myself, David Newsum and Dion Mavath. It's a glorious day. The birds are singing, the sun is shining, and it's refracting off Dion's forehead.
There's definitely sun shining. I can't hear any birds, dude.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's
too hot.
Sorry, there's a dead one in my bedroom, the one from last night.
Right.
Yeah, I just destroyed her. You did say there was an attractive woman leaving the apartment this morning, didn't you?
I did think that you had some company over.
So hang on, this was downstairs in the lobby, yeah?
Yeah, she was leaving the lobby.
So this was a lobby of the thousands of apartments in this building. You assumed.
Well, I just assumed. I know you too well.
You assumed that it might have been me.
Yeah.
An attractive woman leaving the building. I think you're being a little bit optimistic there, Dion.
That's complimentary.
Well, maybe it is, but probably unrealistic as well at the same time. So, Dion, how's your week been?
My week's been okay. Hasn't been really that interesting at all, but...
Excellent. Let me guess.
No meetings and no lunches. Nothing, actually.
You didn't have a single lunch?
No, I've been in the studio pretty much.
You didn't have a single lunch all week?
I had lunch by myself once.
So why'd you lie? You just lied to me. You just lied to me.
I said no lunchings and meetings.
Oh, no lunchings and meetings.
Yeah, joining them together.
Oh, right. It's not just... It's an actual event. A lunching meeting is an actual event.
It usually happens quite a lot, but this week, not so much.
Okay, interesting. Well, do you never guess what I did last week? Got smashed every single night, literally.
I don't know how you do it.
I'm turning into an alcoholic. I got to bed, I think, 3 nights out of 5 last working days. I got to bed at 5 a.m. at the earliest. I felt like a bag of shit by the end of the week. I could barely stand up. It was horrible.
I go out drinking one night, and even just that's like I'm talking 2 or 3 drinks, and the next day I wake up feeling like crap.
Well, to be fair, if I was you, I'd wake up feeling like crap as well.
Yeah.
just look at you.
Just look at me.
Anyway, Dion, what's your first story?
My first story is a McDonald's story.
Oh, no. I was going to do a McDonald's. I bet it's the same one.
But it's the same one. Man assaults brother for not sharing the Big Macs.
It's not the same one.
Oh,
we
excellent.
got 2 McDonald's stories.
I can understand this when I used to have the bit of a McDonald's craze.
Yeah.
So they were brothers. He came home and his brother hadn't saved him a Big Mac. He had eaten them all. He had eaten 3 Big Macs, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive by itself. So his brother smacked him against the head and then proceeded to trash the house. All over a Big Mac.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I think that's acceptable.
Now, here's my theory to this story. McDonald's doesn't really get the craze that being vegan or kale eaters seem to get.
Yeah.
Right? The kale eaters and the vegans.
By the way, kale eaters, they're the worst.
They seem to need to be able to tell you that they're eating kale or that they're a vegan, like the first sentence in any subject.
I hate them.
So I want to know what's going to happen when someone eats someone else's kale.
Yeah. It's going to all kick off, I reckon.
That might be a mass murder situation.
Yeah, kale eaters are the worst. I mean, I agree with you. They have to tell everyone, I'm eating kale. And they're the worst. I mean, if they were getting gang raped by a bunch of squaddies, I'd buy the first round. That's how bad they are. I really dislike them that much. Kale eaters, you're the worst. And the ones that you tell about, but this guy though, I agree with him. If my brother had eaten 3,
so would I.
First of all, I'd have to have a brother. But anyway, that's not the point. If he'd have eaten 3 McDonald's or 3 Big Macs and not left me one, shit's going to get real. Well, Deal, my first McDonald's story, well, actually, technically, and my only McDonald's story. A McDonald's goddess becomes a viral hit as fans flock to her restaurant. Now, I didn't realise this, but obviously McDonald's is different all over the world. Like, you go to India, you can't buy a beef burger, because obviously beef is a sacred animal.
Yes.
The same as here, you can't buy the McRib, because pork is not allowed, which is probably a good thing, because the McRib, even in England, when I get it, I think this is ethically wrong. This is just, you look at it, it's just like a mush of pork, and just, it's horrible, it's grim. Anyway, I work at a fast food restaurant, it's causing hearts to flutter worldwide. Her wide-eyed looks and fun social network persona, she's recording all these little videos doing like morning happy McDonald's songs and everything, right? But the best bit is, McDonald's have done this to themselves. They make them wear little like slutty like maids outfit uniforms in the McDonald's in Taiwan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't believe
I've never been to McDonald's in Taiwan.
They're all wearing short little skirts, even the guys. But then the Taiwanese guys are pretty feminine.
Yeah.
Then basically, then they look like little kind of like maids. You know, they're kind of like a sexy maid image that comes in. And I just want to salute Ronald McDonald at this because... And also want to go to Taiwan just to see this woman because it looks epically brilliant.
I'm going to segue for a bit because I was shown this video this week. It was on social media and it was pretty much a WTF moment. What the hell am I watching?
Yeah.
And it was a Japanese TV show called Panty Man.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a superhero. When he put on a pair of ladies' panties on his face, he got his superpowers, and his superpower strength came from how perverted he was. So his arch enemy, and his part of his superhuman costume was a mankini and the panties on the face. Just Google this, and you will not.
What's it called? So was it?
I don't know, Panty Man or something like that. And his arch enemy was stronger than him because he was more perverted than him.
Oh my God, this is a brilliant.
And it's like done like a proper superhero TV show.
But how perverted can you get? I mean, I don't want to go too crude with this, but say what happens if you sort of go, oh yeah, I got really perverted. I raped a load of 9-year-olds. I mean, surely this program is going to get pretty disgusting.
I don't think it was that bad, dude.
Oh, you mean it's kinky? It's going to get a little bit kinky.
It's definitely the Japanese form of kinky.
I mean, yeah, but this is Japanese. They're the worst. This could get really horrific. You're going to have sort of a woman pooing onto someone's got a glass thing.
No, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm sure it's for normal TV. It is quite hilarious though when you watch it. I suggest you Google it if you want a good laugh and to lose 4 minutes of your life.
What's it called again?
I don't know. It was in Japanese, but I'm going to call it Panty Man.
Panty Man. Okay,
Panty Man. Japanese TV Panty Man. Or movie. Maybe it's a movie. I don't know.
Excellent. If anybody does know, email us.
It's on Facebook. So it's going
It's
the
called
viral.
Panty Man.
Well, I don't know, but it's doing the viral rounds. I'm calling it Panty Man.
Did you not click the translate button, Dion? You missed a trick there. You should have clicked the translate button.
Speaking of panties, there was a survey that came out.
Are you wearing some?
I am.
Oh, I'm not.
On my head. I'm Panty Man. There's the survey came out with the words hated most by women.
What's that?
Moist.
Oh, what's wrong with moist?
I hate moist. I can't stand it. The only time you should use the word moist is talking about chocolate cake.
What happens if she goes, I'm not moist, I don't like it because I'm dripping?
Nah. Squirt.
These are great words.
Panty.
Panties is another great word.
Flap.
These are all flap's great word as well.
Gusset.
Gusset's a great word. Flange is a good word. I like
And there was another word. Flange wasn't it. I can't remember what it was. But it was a word that I'd never used.
Does it begin with C and rhyme with runt?
No, it doesn't. It wasn't
really?
that. Yeah, it wasn't that.
I always thought women secretly like that word, really.
Okay, so what's your next story? Because I've just kind of segued there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was a good segue, though. I like that, the Panty Man.
Find it on Facebook or YouTube or something. It's there's no nudity or anything. It's just weird.
Just weird Japanese shit.
Weird.
And that's the best thing. That's the best thing for it. Well, do you remember having a birthday cake when you were younger?
Yeah, ice cream cake. Loved it.
Do you remember autocorrect? Well, you know autocorrect,
yeah,
obviously.
On my iPhone 6, I freaking hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know what, since this new update, it changes everything.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what language it's speaking, but it's changing everything.
It doesn't, I take it it's not changing your life for the better.
No, it's making it more furious. So. My friends are like, are you illiterate? What are you writing about?
Or as it would autocorrect to, are you a complete spazzo-mongoloid?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's ducking annoying.
Yeah, it's ducking annoying. So a mum asked for a blonde girl on top of her daughter's birthday cake. What does she get? She gets a girl with an eyes gouged out.
A blind girl? Oh, no.
Kind of a blonde girl. She gets a brunette with eyes missing.
Did they have to show her the message to prove that she was wrong?
Oh no, she did realise. She goes, oh shit, it was me. It was her daughter's 21st birthday as well, so it's not even like it's young enough not to even know what's going on. You actually get you get.
At least they would have had a laugh about that.
They did. But they get their. It's brilliant. But it wasn't even like the cake shop. It was her mum's friend who knows that she isn't blind.
Yeah.
So the mum's this other mum gets the message. Who's the daughter's friend? Knows already.
You stick to the instructions. Yeah, but verbatim.
Surely you would have thought at one moment, why am I putting a blind girl on this girl's 21st birthday who I've known her all her life and she is blonde?
Maybe it was a inside joke.
Maybe she was having a blonde moment.
Yep.
Maybe she was having a blonde moment.
Maybe.
Anyway, there wasn't that much funny about that story. I just thought it was quite amusing. Dion, what's your next story?
Well, my next story is because I am a Game of Thrones nerd. October 6th, the new book comes out, by the way.
I think the correct term of that is a wanker.
A loser, a douchebag. So there's a lawyer in America, and he was representing an investment firm.
Yeah.
And they were in trial with another investment firm. He lost. His client did a runner, didn't pay the bill. So now that other investment firms' lawyers are coming after him for the money.
Yeah.
So he decided, for the total absurdity of this lawyer company coming for him for the money, he's going to challenge them to a Game of Thrones style trial by combat.
Oh, I like this.
I think it's genius.
I like this. Is there death? Is there destruction? Is there going to be a lot of... You're going to be shagging your sister by the end of it? Stuff like that.
I mean, maybe we can have a reality TV show. I mean, lawyers and death by combat, I think, is a winning reality TV show.
It is. I think that's a good... I think that's... it's like, what's it? Blade Runner. Remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger film?
Yeah. But,
Yeah, it's like that, isn't it?
well, kind of. But there was no lawyers in that.
And no shagging your sister either.
Yeah.
I mean, because that happens a lot of Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're my sister. That means we're going to have sex at some point in the programme, which I think, I'm amazed that not many people have picked up on that Game of Thrones more.
What do you mean?
Well, there's not kind of like a bit of like, this is a bit wrong, this is a bit weird.
Well, it's kind of part of the storyline. I mean, you get it in the first chapter of the book. The second chapter of the book is where it starts. So it's kind of there. It's almost a non-subject now.
Yeah, exactly. Incest is best, as actually no one has ever said to me ever in my life, but just made that up. I like the idea of that deal. I think that's a goer. I think
lawyers and death by combat is definitely a goer.
Yeah. Exactly.
Except to my lawyers, who I like really a lot.
Yeah, if they're listening. Yeah,
if they're listening.
The wankers, really. I hate them all. No, actually, I like lawyers. Lawyers are good fun. In fact, the best sex I've had is with a lawyer. Female, I might add. Female. I might just add she was female, I think, although she did have a very deep voice and an Adam's apple.
Yeah.
And a cock. Dion, one thing I'm very keen on is I quite like a good beard. Have you ever grown a beard?
I get to a stage where they get itchy and then I have to shave it off.
Yeah, I do as well. I can't.
After
about a week.
There's a certain parabolic curve where it just...
A parabolic... What?
Parabolic curve.
What the fuck?
Versus the length of it versus the itchiness of it. And so it just gets shaved at that point of the curve all the time.
No, I'm going to go for the word exponential. I'm going to say for not parabolic.
7 o'clock in the morning and I'm using parabolic.
Parabolic, well, yeah. Okay, bushy to bendy to downright bonkers. Meet the entrants in the annual beard competition. Oh...
How big are these beards?
Oh, they are... I mean...
Is there a ladies category too?
No, you mock. There's even a kids category.
Woi!
I know. 12 categories, including goatee, business beard. I love that. What does business beard really mean? I suppose it means sort of something neat and sort of... Yeah.
Hipsterish.
The whiskerinas for the ladies. There is a ladies contest. I wish I'd read this before actually reading it out.
Done some research, yeah.
Whiskerinas.
There you go.
Oh, just imagine if you won that, though. Would it be something you'd be proud of?
Not really, no.
This is LA's largest annual beard and moustache competition.
The Beard Fest.
Hosted by the LA Facial Hair Society.
There you go.
Well, I'm glad they've got the hair in there. Because LA's quite big in the porn industry. If they said he turned up and it's hosted by the LA Facial Society, but I didn't sign up for this.
Wrong selection committee.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've entered the wrong. Maureen, I've entered the wrong contest here. I didn't mean to have wrong sort of facial, you idiot. You missed out a word. With a larger venue, 12 categories to compete, which will include the beard and moustache competition from all over the country. It's one fun and fuzzy event. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to find out the winners next week. See you as well. So Dion, what's your next story?
My next story is a bit of a public service announcement.
Oh, yeah?
It leads on from the story that an applicant listed as a reference on his CV an employer from whom he had embezzled money and they had a warrant out on his arrest.
Yeah.
So the new employer rang up the old employer and said, you're listed as a reference for this thing, and they were like, well, he embezzled money for us and we want to arrest him. Yeah. Not the greatest of references.
No.
And I've got a real thing about references because I don't think many companies in Dubai actually check references.
I don't think any do.
Yeah,
really.
Because I know a lot of people who've been fired for incompetence and negligence and then have just got another job, better job pretty much straight away with one of the competitors.
Me mostly.
Yeah, you mostly.
Me,
you're a shining example
every job. Never worked out a job. I've always been sacked from every job.
So these are some of some basic resume mistakes and lies on resumes.
Yeah.
According to the survey, more than half of employers, 56%, have been caught on a lie on a resume. I mean, most people lie or they embellish a little bit. Some of the most common include embellished skill sets.
Yeah, sex, male. That's a lie.
That's a lie straight away. They have embellished responsibilities, or any responsibility in your case.
Yeah, exactly.
Dates of employment, job titles, and academic degrees.
Yep, everything, all of the above.
Yeah. But here are some of the classic huge embellishments.
Yeah.
One applicant claimed to be the former CEO of the company to which he was applying.
Well, I used to run this place. Give me a job in the mailroom.
One applicant claimed to be fluent in 2 languages.
Yeah.
One of which was Pig Latin.
Pig Latin, nice.
I like to say that I'm fluent in Drunkenese.
Yeah, Drunkenese.
Drunkenese.
I like
able to understand drunk people.
Yeah. I
communicate.
It's weird actually. The more drunk you are, the more you get it. And when you're sober and you go with drunk people, you're like, I don't get what you're saying. I really don't understand. Is it the fact you understand, or you just the fact when you're drunk you don't give a shit what they're saying?
And just continue with your own conversation.
It's sort of like, I'm just talking about me.
Maybe. Another applicant wrote whorehouse instead of warehouse as his work history.
Autocorrect probably.
One applicant, you'll like this one. One applicant's personal website links to a porn site.
Yes.
One introduced himself in the cover letter by saying, "Hey, you."
Yeah. Well, how much, to be honest, back to the porn one, how much more personal can you get if you actually say, well, this is me, naked, completely naked.
One applicant vying for customer service position gave the reasons leaving their last job as didn't like dealing with angry customers.
Yeah.
So don't apply for Due or Etisalat there.
Yeah, don't do that.
Or HSBC for that matter.
Yeah, mine.
One username, the username of the applicant's email address was too poopy for my pants.
Do you know what? I've got to be honest. I've had that before. When you get CVs, it's like Big Dick 89, and you're like, you actually left that as your email address, which you probably used in college as a joke.
We'll put the link to this thing, but it's just so hilarious. Other people claim to be Nobel Prize winners. One of them claimed to have worked in a jail when they were actually there serving time.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, moving on from bullshit to bullshitters, our favourite man, the Dump.
The Dump.
Donald
I hear he's
Trump.
getting Jesse Ventura as his running partner.
No way.
The ex-wrestler.
Who's fuck?
Jesse the Body Ventura.
You are joking.
Who's the governor of one of the Wisconsin or one of those.
Mate, he's
Minnesota or something like that.
Do you think he's going to win?
No, he's not going to win.
Yeah, I don't.
He has stayed in the game a lot longer than I thought.
He has. This is the longest I think he's ever done it.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Is he running now as an independent? Because I think the Republicans pulled his nomination from their side.
I do believe he's still
going for a Republican nomination.
He's still a billionaire Republican presidential candidate. Still says here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's doing it for the Republican. He may have gone independent by now.
I don't know. This was only I think yesterday.
Okay.
Donald Trump was called for jury duty.
Nice.
Now, what are the chances, that he gets called for jury duty just as he's in the middle of campaign? And he turns up. Just imagine, right, if you're sitting there and you're the defendant and Donald Trump walks in and you think, oh, God, and you're Mexican.
Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah. I think you might have a good reason for getting rid of the jury in that case.
Exactly.
Or using your vote to get him off the jury in that case.
Oh, that'd be brilliant, though. I mean, but he was actually dismissed. I don't know what the reason was.
He came out this week and also said that waterboarding didn't sound so severe.
Oh, I'd love to see.
So I think since he's a presidential candidate, he should have to back up his word. I mean, there should be a televised telecast. Well, that kind of...
Yeah, televised as
telecast.
opposed to a non-televised telecast.
Of him being waterboarded and seeing how he deals with it.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, maybe in some Speedos. I'd like to see how the hairpiece stays on.
I don't think it would. I'd like to see more how he comes out of it. Because do you know what? That was fun. But no, being Donald Trump, he probably would be like, I was all right. That was all right.
Yeah.
Because he also claimed this week he was Batman.
Yeah.
He said to a kid, I am Batman. But you know what? Any other person, you think, he's just as an adult being joking. I think he actually believes he's Batman.
Maybe.
He actually believes.
We don't know. You don't really see him at night time that much. You only see him during the daytime.
He's always busy.
Yeah.
You only see him during the day with his golden locks, and at night he is Batman.
He's Batman.
I think Donald Dump is definitely Batman. Donald Dump. Okay, and Dion, have you got anything else?
Nothing else.
Nothing else? Okay, well, my final story. You are a married man.
I am.
What's the most stupid thing you've ever done?
Oh, the list is long and distinguished.
Yeah, well, not a great word, distinguished. I don't think anything about you's ever been distinguished.
No, not really. I couldn't even remember the list is so long.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Is it as long as a 6.5-inch tattoo of a cock?
I saw this. The world's most annoying man, she calls him.
Oh, beautiful. He sounds like
I thought that was me.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. Husband dumped over penis tattoo stretching 6.5 inches down his leg after a drunken prank.
Maybe she thought that was just false advertising.
Yeah, exactly.
She'd have seen the real size.
Exactly, your 2-inch maggot, your hamster cock. Stuart Valentino, 34, got the X-rated inking on his thigh as a drunken joke. So basically, if you're wearing, I actually saw a picture of this, it goes down the inside of his leg. Now, he's got kids. Just imagine, right, you're at the pool and you're standing there in your Speedos and you've got a tattoo of a cock going down the inside of your leg. Oh, that is brilliant.
I think in today's politically correct society, there will be some parents complaining.
They will. Wife Samantha, 35, decided she could take no more after it meant the family had to scrap a holiday and a swimming trip with 3-year-old daughter Ayla. Stuart from Southsea, Hampshire said, my wife hates it. In retrospect, I'm not surprised. It really is the stupidest thing I've done. After I did it, my wife woke up in the morning screaming because there was a massive penis poking out of the duvet. And the tattoo on my the tattoo on my leg. Boom, boom. Oh, it caused no end of rows, and she kicked me out of the home. I deserve it, I suppose. Do you know what? I don't think you do.
This guy sounds like a total douchebag.
Yeah, I don't think you do. Do you know what? Samantha bought Stuart a tattoo gun for... It's her own fault. She bought him the tattoo gun as a Christmas present, but immediately regretted the gift when he tattooed the 6.5-inch penis down his thigh. Do you know what? What did she think was going to happen?
Well, why would you... I hope he knows how to use a tattoo gun.
No, evidently not, because he's drawn a 6.5-inch penis down his thing.
When you saw the photo, did it look like a decent...
It did look like a decent job, actually.
Okay, so he obviously knows what he's doing.
After a boozy night, me and my mate Danny both stupidly agreed to get tattoos done on our leg. Danny chickened out when he saw mine. Of course he did, but there was nothing I could do about it. My father has other inklings, blah, blah, blah. I didn't realise how it would hinder my life. Of course he was. Do you know what? He's also my idiot of the week, but also at the same time, my hero of the week, but actually
gets both gongs.
Gets both of it. So what's his name? Stuart Valentino. Whoever you are, wherever you are, with your 6.5-inch tattooed penis down your inside thigh, please don't get it removed, because you just you make the world a happier place. You really do.
We're happy. We're not you.
Yeah, exactly. And you also make people like Dion, just look normal to his wife. He can show stories like this. You're saving marriages all around the world. So Stuart Valentino, we salute you. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Nope, that's about it for me today.
That's it for me as well, I think, today. That was TheShow.global, episode 20.
Woo!
Yes, so... I don't know what I did. I just squeezed something, an imaginary dog toy there or something, or a pair of comedy tits. My friend actually just wanted to let everybody know as well that his wife's tits, he got them after 2 kids, got them all redone. Mm-hmm. He just wanted to say that they are really, really good now.
Very nice.
He has been unleashed on them. They've come out of surgery, and he's having great fun. Man. And he did ask her if he could have a little honker put in. So
I'm sure she said no.
She said no, but he just thought if you rolled over just on one, just rolled over at night, just rolling about. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with the world there. Well, thanks very much for listening. I've been David Newsum. He's been Dion Mavath. I'll see you the same time, same place next week or thereabouts. Have a good week. See ya. Bye-bye.
That was TheShow.global with David Newsum and Dion Mavath. Subscribe and listen at www.theshow.global.